Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing amazing today. In this video, we're diving into the latest updates about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. You don't want to miss this. So make sure to stay tuned till the end and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. The cameras had barely stopped rolling when Kelly Ripa's usual bright smile began to fade. For years, audiences have known her as the radiant, witty co-host who could light up any morning with her laughter. But on that quiet afternoon, behind the studio lights of Live with Kelly and Mark, there was no laughter, only tears. It was the moment America's favorite morning star learned that her husband, her best friend, and her lifelong partner, Mark Consuelos, had received a devastating diagnosis. The world saw only a few hints of it: a trembling voice, a distant look, a pause between words. But behind that polished image, a storm was brewing inside Kelly Ripa's heart. A love written on screen and in life. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have long been more than just a celebrity couple. Their love story is one that grew not under spotlights, but through shared struggles, faith, and a deep, almost cinematic connection. They first met on the set of All My Children in the 1990s, two young actors with dreams in their eyes and chemistry that could not be scripted. That on-screen romance quickly became real. Within a year, they eloped, secretly marrying in Las Vegas. What followed were 3 decades of partnership that endured the chaos of Hollywood, the demands of live television, and the relentless scrutiny of fame. To the public, they seemed invincible, the golden couple who managed to keep love alive in an industry that too often burns it out. But behind the perfection, real life was quietly unfolding, and real pain was waiting. The diagnosis that changed everything it began, Kelly would later share in a trembling whisper, with something small. Mark had been feeling unwell for weeks. Nothing dramatic, just fatigue, back pain, and a sense that something wasn't right. He brushed it off, the way so many do, insisting that it was just the long hours and travel. But Kelly, always intuitive, urged him to see a doctor. The results came back days later. The word that would change everything was one they never expected to hear. Though they have kept the details private, sources close to the family revealed that Mark was facing a serious health condition, one that would demand time, treatment, and strength beyond anything they had faced before. For Kelly, the moment the doctor spoke those words felt like the floor had disappeared beneath her. It was like the air left the room, she confided to a friend. I could hear my heart pounding, but everything else was silent. A private battle in a public life. When your life is built on cameras and smiles, how do you face heartbreak in front of millions? For Kelly, the hardest part wasn't just the diagnosis. It was learning how to keep going. The morning after receiving the news, she still showed up to Live with Kelly and Mark, holding Mark's hand as they walked on set. Her professionalism was remarkable, but to those who know her well, the emotion in her eyes was impossible to miss. She tried to smile, to joke, to do what she's done every morning for decades: connect, uplift, make people forget their problems for an hour. But that day, she was the one who needed saving. Off camera, she broke down in tears, comforted by the very crew she'd called family for years. Kelly's heart is breaking, said one close source. She's terrified but trying to stay strong for Mark. Mark's strength, a husband's promise. Mark Consuelos has always been the steady hand in their partnership. Calm, grounded, deeply protective of his family. Even now, with the weight of his diagnosis pressing down, his first concern has been Kelly. He told her not to lose hope, a close friend shared. He said, "We've faced everything together, and we'll face this too." That's who Mark is. Even in his hardest moments, he's the one comforting her. Kelly often describes Mark as her rock, her constant in a world that changes too fast. And through this, he's continued to be just that, refusing to let illness define him. He's been undergoing treatment quietly, surrounded by his family and closest friends, focusing on recovery and faith. For the couple, it's been a period of reflection, of slowing down, prioritizing health, and finding meaning in small moments: morning walks, quiet dinners, laughter with their children. The family's silent support. Their 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, have all stepped up in powerful ways. Each has handled the news differently, but all have surrounded their parents with love. Michael, the eldest, reportedly took a break from his projects to spend more time at home. Lola, known for her close bond with both parents, has been Kelly's emotional anchor. And Joaquin, their youngest, who's away at college, flew home the moment he heard. Kelly often says her kids are her greatest achievement. And in this moment of crisis, they've proven exactly why. They'd given me strength when I thought I had none, Kelly said recently, her voice thick with emotion during an off-air segment. Behind the smile, Kelly's private pain. For someone whose entire career revolves around being on, Kelly's vulnerability has been a revelation. Fans began to notice subtle changes. Her eyes seemed glassier, her laughter shorter, her pauses longer. Yet she never stopped showing up. That resilience is what's made millions of viewers admire her even more. She's become a symbol not just of professionalism, but of humanity. The reminder that even the people who make us laugh every day are fighting silent battles of their own. When a fan wrote on social media, "Kelly, your strength gives us strength. We're praying for you both," she responded simply. "Thank you. Love truly heals more than anything else." Faith, hope, and the power of love. Those close to the couple say that this diagnosis, painful as it is, has brought Kelly and Mark closer than ever. They've leaned on faith, therapy, and each other. They've learned to slow down, to savor time, to celebrate every small victory. Kelly, who's always been open about her belief in gratitude, now uses it as her daily mantra. She journals every morning, writes letters to Mark when words feel too heavy to say aloud, and surrounds herself with family photos, reminders of the love that has carried them this far. In recent weeks, fans have seen glimpses of that hope returning. During a segment on Live, when asked about the power of partnership, Kelly smiled softly and said, "When you love someone deeply, you don't give up when things get hard. You hold on tighter." Those words, simple yet profound, captured everything. They were not just for the audience, they were for Mark. The moment that touched millions. When the news of Mark's health struggles became public, the outpouring of love was immediate. Fans flooded social media with messages of support, prayers, and memories of the couple who had, for so many years, been part of their mornings. From former co-stars to producers, everyone had the same message. If anyone can face this, it's Kelly and Mark. Even Ryan Seacrest, Kelly's longtime co-host and close friend, sent a heartfelt message. "You've always been the strongest person I know, Kelly. Sending love and strength to you and Mark." That love didn't go unnoticed. Kelly later posted a rare personal message on Instagram. "We're reading every message, and it means more than you can imagine. Thank you for your kindness. It's what's getting us through." Looking ahead, light after the storm. As of now, Mark is continuing treatment, and sources say his condition is stable. The couple has chosen to focus on optimism, on the belief that healing is possible, that miracles can happen when love leads the way. Kelly has scaled back some professional commitments to spend more time at home, and together they've been planning small family trips, prioritizing joy over schedules. They know the road ahead won't be easy. But if their story has shown anything, it's that real love endures through sickness, fame, and time. A love that refuses to fade. In a recent interview, Kelly was asked how she stays hopeful. Her answer was simple and deeply moving. "When I look at Mark, I see my entire life. The good, the bad, the beautiful. He's my best friend, and we've built something that illness can't take away. Love, and that's what keeps me going." Her eyes filled with tears as she smiled. Not the bright, performative smile of television, but the quiet, brave smile of a woman who refuses to be broken. And perhaps that's why their story resonates so deeply. Because in a world obsessed with perfection, Kelly and Mark remind us that love, at its truest, is found in the imperfect. In holding hands through fear, in laughing through pain, in choosing hope when it seems impossible. Stay tuned for all the updates about Kelly Ripa. We are the first to publish all the information about Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos, so stay with us to get all the latest updates. And stay tuned to our Kelly and Mark report for all updates.